Let's go, game pertama YSF Indonesia lawan Laos bang ya. Ini dia. Ada Lancelot. Sementara Laos pakai Joy.
Nothing too big, nothing too crazy, but one thing to keep an eye on is this Lancelot from Sin. Is it going to be a big difference or not? And the Joy, of course, are going to go for their typical starts here.
Joseph, you already shared your 2 cents. Is maybe it won't be enough. Because again, reduced scaling damage for Lancelot's ult, Phantom Execution, that's a problem you're going to have to deal with. 10 minutes
Ini dia emblemnya.
Second skill, the Thorn Rose, reduced damage output. Again, you don't really get it for the damage. You use it to be able to weave in and out of risky situations, tight spots that Lancelot might find himself in. So, putting it in the hands of Ju, very promising jungler for Team Indonesia. I'm with it. Nothing out of the ordinary. I'm looking here for Team Indonesia's emblems, except maybe Roblox.
Waduh.
Wow.
First blood dari Widi di sana.
This is, hey, as you mentioned, man, this is a Witty special. We've seen him do it before, time and time again. You can get an early kill on that Cho in the early game. You're going to be a threat now for the rest
Tapi
of
suaranya nggak
this.
kedengaran loh.
So,
Suara
we'll
in
go
game
ahead
ya.
and back out of it, but early first blood for them is great. Now, part of this too for Laos is playing into their level 4, playing into that first objective. That's what they're kind of working for, because we know how good an implosion can be, especially with the beacon, but that little bit of a delay might affect them into the first objective. It's up in a couple seconds, so they're going to scrap for the XP that they can get.
Also unfortunate that it was on the mid laner. It was on Roblox, who, again, looking at the item build or the emblems and his intent for this lineup, he shouldn't have died there. He should actually keep himself relatively safe.
Arannya lagi ngejoning.
Oh, they're already going to go for it. Phantom
Mati.
Execution already used.
Nice.
Roblox will go down as Wiseman picks up a kill. The beats are going to come down, but they burn the flickers out. Forget the turtle. Let's just
Ini
fight,
hypernya
is what they
dari
say.
MDL itu bang
Meanwhile,
ya.
the gold lane, a 1v1
Hyper
as
mereka yang
Dark
di
Baby fell to
MPL yang baru
Leonardo.
naik.
But now for the rest, still in the mid lane, a little bit of freeze here.
Karena
Pops the
Aran
vengeance.
sama Iron
Is
Siki
Lifestyle going to be able to get out of this? No, sir, Aranada.
tidak ada
Dark Baby
main
got
di
put in the corner
YSF.
by Kabuki single-handedly. That happened off camera. I don't even know what the story was of that 1v1, but you don't do that against an MPL ID veteran like Kabuki, like Indonesia's Leonardo. Look at this. Witty's got ill intent for Dark Baby. And say what you will about a delayed turtle take, but this is all
Ini
according
dia
to Indonesia's
MM-nya
timing.
bukan Iron Siki tapi
It's
Kabuki
crazy
bang ya.
how just that little sequence now gets them to a pretty good lead. There's a kick, way the dragon right into a
Nice
whole
kick
lot of
dari Widi.
CC
Baby!
as Baby Sheba goes down. Unfortunate there, and you know, we're seeing it, Leo. I mean, this is the amount of crowd control this lineup gives Indonesia, and you know, it's synced up perfectly. Whether it's a kick, whether it's the the Aurora
Nah,
just
yang dapat
locking him down
Moskop
with the freeze here. And it's tough to
atau
deal with, I think,
Kabuki.
if you're Laos, because it's kind of like you're trying to catch your breath, but you're frozen half the time or kicked.
Joseph, it's not like Laos don't have the tools to deal with it. They have their own level of CC, even some level of immunity, but Indonesia
Tendang lagi dong.
on a whole other level. Oh, a kick finds Baby Sheba!
He's even going to kick the tank, but this time, Baby Sheba, tanky enough to survive. Dark Baby could be in trouble. Take some hits, but ultimately going to be fine. And
Masih ada ulti
I
dong.
don't know, man. It's just Witty. Every time the way the dragon up,
Tigreal lah.
for the kick.
Jadi
Doesn't matter who it is, I
Lancelotnya
think they just want to see if they can
mengurungkan
combo
niat.
enough to get a kill.
Yep, this is a case of it's not what you got, it's how you use it. And what Laos has is good, actually, you know, with
Nice,
their short-range
Kabuki.
dive comp with a lot of CC and purifies of their own cleanses. They should be able to fight back, but I think the Filipino viewers will understand what I'm saying is I think Laos got an aura on them. Laos is afraid of Indonesia. That's my theory, is they know that this is a juggernaut they're fighting against, and they have to play defensively. They're put in an automatically defensive position.
Yeah, you can see that even with the early rotate, XP laners making their way for this turtle fight that's about to break out. You have the follow through down in the mid lane. They'll clear this out.
Untuk golnya
Lifestyle.
jadi
Take a couple shots. Arnauto's gonna be fine though. Turtle's
Cakar
up.
di sana.
You can see the switch though. Kabuki, Leonardo winning up top. He can join the fight if he wants to with the Spirit
Untuk
Destruction.
golnya beda
So this
3000
is where we have
untuk
to see
Indo.
can Baby Shiba get an implosion, but there's a setup
Indonesia.
already with the Frigid Glacier. Not used just yet, holding on to it. But again, Turtle goes up
Nice.
top. Here's the Spirit Destruction. It's going to find the land. Does he follow through? Turtle still for the fight. Sin will go ahead and grab it.
Moskopnya
Indonesia
masuk.
securing the objective. Now the fight's still going to break out. Shiba's still up. Witty could be in trouble. It should be able to just hop on over the wall. But Lifestyle wants a kill. But they lost Roblox. It's one long team fight. All for the objective, and Indonesia will get that plus a turret.
Not a good day to be Roblox of Team Laos. Already suffering 3 deaths in under 6 minutes. I think Indonesia are even testing their limits because they're not even bum rushing these turtles. They're not bum rushing any rotations. They're actually just taking them as they come. And you're seeing
Shownya
here, all
ngekik
the
itu.
more,
Aduh,
that
kameranya
change the
telat.
Lancelot doesn't affect them at all. It's not really even damage. It's not
Masih
even
ada Purify ya.
defensively you're using that Thorned Rose. You saw him use it to help secure
Di
the
itemnya.
turtle. So you can do that offensively too.
Yeah, so at this point, it's somehow I think Laos is still in a good position to, buy some time, get to where they need to be because like they're tanky enough as well. Like Baby Shiba, yeah, Baby Shiba got kicked around a couple times, but ultimately has done well surviving those initiations. And we've seen it before. An implosion can really change the course of like these earlier team fights, especially around objectives. And I think you're just waiting for enough damage to be built up for Dark Baby now. I think that's still going to take time because when we looked at the items, you could see that Dark Baby was quite behind.
Hey.
Because again, Robing, so okay, he's
One
fine.
by one situation
Still,
di sana.
Bottom side
Nice,
into the
Moskop.
Frigid Glacier again. The crowd control just layered it so well from Indonesia, not giving Laos a chance to really respond.
Laos got nothing on the board. No turrets, no major objectives, no kills. Huge deficit in gold, looking at about 6K. This is something that maybe Indonesia will do here with the final turtle, what they did against Vietnam in their 7-minute game. They'll let this turtle evolve into the Lord. Because we're 30 seconds off. It spawned in the lower quarter. Gonna get replaced very soon. Oh, wait. Oh, no, Yehezkiel already
Endless
did it.
battle
Yehezkiel's
jadi
gonna
untuk
help secure. So they
Jin.
want the maximum value of these the economy a turtle provides.
Yeah, they'll go ahead and grab it.
Nice.
There it is. Now 3 for 3. The turtles here for Indonesia. And this is what I was looking at. For gold earned, you can see how far behind the gold laner right now is for Dark Baby, for Laos. You got to
Udah level
catch up
13
somehow,
itu.
some way, but then you're almost forced in a
DHS
situation
jadi
where,
untuk
especially on
Moskop.
the Nearthel, you kind of got to stay with the team. You can't really be off on your own with how Indonesia can move around the map, especially that they got these early turrets
Throat.
with the work here. I mean, look at that.
Telat
One little
kali,
Thorn
telat
Rose
kali, telat
and an execution go in.
kali.
Nice toss in. Sin goes down. They get punched under the tier 2 turret. Witty waiting patiently. Might go for a kick. Has a concussive blast as well. Leonardo will go ahead and make the way. There's the way of the dragon to keep Lifestyle right pinned into the wall. Pops the vengeance,
Nice,
but might not
Moskop.
be enough as he goes down too. It's
Lancelotnya
still going to be
telat
used.
tadi bang.
What does Laos want to do? They actually want to go in for the fight here. It looks like they do. Roblox leading the charge alongside Robinks. He picks up Leonardo, looking for another.
Nice
Witty's
flicker.
able to flicker out and
dapat
survive.
itu.
But now Dark Baby could be in trouble.
Ada
Arnauto will
Purify situ,
jump
ha?
on off. So at least a response from Laos.
You know what? Chin, Ju dying here, that was kind of warranted. They helped set up and paid for that push up top. But Leonardo, Kabuki actually falling, that's a shame. I don't think Team Indonesia saw that coming.
Waduh, ada iklannya dong. Oke, udah
While
lewati.
still beating. Silver lining here for the Mekong region athletes that they can actually punish Team Indonesia. So already 9.5 minutes in, Lord spawning in about 20. Something tells me what Laos should do is maybe not Ube so much because it's so
Yeah.
easy for them to get punished hard if Indonesia decides to lean in on it.
Oh.
Aran goes for the spread.
Angkat
Oh, he
Aran,
gets
eh?
pulled in.
Oh no. Still have the passive here. Right
Waduh,
now, his skill will
mati
go
dong.
down. Wise Man out of the picture. Spirit Destruction thrown on
Moskopnya
out.
nice,
Does
lancing.
follow through, and now Robinks falls down. There's the kick. Witty will get the Purify out. Still going to be on the hunt for Roblox. And meanwhile, the fight is split up as Dark Baby goes down. It's a triple right there for
Maniac
Drew.
dong.
Maniac. He wants the Savage. He might make his way to this. Arnada keeping him there. Lifestyle knows what's coming. Dark waves through.
Savage, boss.
Ju Shin makes it through. And what a play into the Lord.
Indonesia's own Chin. Ju gets the Savage. What I tell you, Joseph, what I tell you, don't group up like that. Do something to answer to the split push by Kabuki. And instead, they fed a Savage over plus a Lord to Ju. And now it's worse than ever. 9,000 between Team Indonesia and
Nice
Team
untuk
Laos.
Lancelot.
Here's the thing. Laos has less than ideal wave clear.
Wow.
Dark Baby just barely gets away. It's another fight waiting to happen.
I think they just want to keep fighting it out. Dark Baby popping the heavy crossbow just to escape the auto attacks from Kabuki Leonardo, man. It's
Lordnya dari
a
atas.
dire place to be. You're 10,000 gold behind. You got a Lord, making its way up top. Can they hold on? I think that's the biggest question here for Laos, because right now Indonesia has just been wanting to fight back to back to back, just like we've seen them do in the previous matches. So this is tough. Top turret going to be worked on. Leonardo, go ahead and work on that. Lord just now up to the base. Will charge into a destroyed turret.
Little nub.
They'll hold on. Oh,
Nice.
Obi-Wan, the Indonesian, Chin, Ju, recently got a Savage, takes down Roblox. They're in the base.
oh, they're going to go in.
1-0 kah?
They have to pop the Purify. Still
Nice.
going to be working on it. Lord did
Larannya
go
keluar
down, so they
langsung.
are going to be able to clear the
Kok bisa tengah
minions
itu dia?
out. Wise Man to fall. Right now, Laos still holding it together. They're going to clear the waves out the best they can. Leonardo going to be firing off on Lifestyle. Lifestyle jumping in with the Infernal Pursuit. Has a little bit of shield left. Will be able to heal back up, but
Nice.
still goes down. Not enough sustain there for Lifestyle. But what Laos did is held on.
Kabuki-nya level
They're still in
15.
the game. They're down one member. Lifestyle not a part of this fight. Indonesia calls it off. They got the 2 turrets. They're happy with that.
Lifestyle and Roblox are experiencing the hardest time in this bout against Team Indonesia. Obvious and Zushin are 2 of the most powerful heroes in the current metagame. More so Zushin, right? She's still banned consistently in the first phase, even in our own League of MPL Philippines. But specifically for Roblox, this Zushin, the 25-year-old from Laos, he already had a very bad start. He's the one who
Hati-hati.
they drew first
Waduh,
blood on.
konsil.
He's the one that got killed first, but look at this. They're still trying, giving it their old Laotian Boy Scout try, conceal into Team Indonesia.
Yeah,
Untuk golnya udah kejauhan ini, 10.000.
down the thousands of gold that they are here.
10,
Tapi
Joseph, 10.
Kambojanya masih mencoba.
10 Gs.
10,000. 10 Gs. It's
10 bans in UK.
they still want to fight, man. Like, Laos is still showing some form of confidence. I think the difficult part of it is, again, look at the angles that Indonesia is setting up at. That's the problem, because if they try to go ahead and contest into the jungle, or let's say into this Lord, which is coming up in a couple seconds, Laos is going to have to keep their head
Ini
on a
dia.
swivel, as I like to say. They're going to have to watch every single
Lord yang
angle
kedua.
that Indonesia can come through on. And so that's kind of the decision making that we're seeing them make. Like, should we actually approach this Lord? Should we try to contest this as it's being started up by Shin over here? So looks like they're just going to
Muskupnya coba
secure it.
split push
Laos
dari
have no
atas.
decision, but just to go ahead and prep up, ready the defense of the base.
Team Laos is clearing waves. This
Waduh,
is
Joy-nya
possibly
masih
the
di
best
situ
thing
dong.
they can do. Maybe only second to clearing the opposite wave, the long wave. They find Aran hiding in that little brush. The spread from the Indonesian XP laner. Robinx forced to use the electrifying beats to get out. So, weirdly enough, even if they are down this severe, I think Team Laos are still making the right decisions. Don't pick fights.
Yep.
Stay in your base, wait for the waves to come in so you get some passive
WON.
resources. Dark Baby getting the Wind of
Untuk
Nature here
Iritel.
should help against Leonardo, against Chin, even against Widdy, one might argue. But the big question to ask is, will they survive this Lord? Because this is, for a
Aduh,
lot of people,
dibeli
it's endable. Oh no, Dark Baby!
Dark
WON.
Baby in trouble.
Nice.
Arnon
Sudah
stuck on him,
WON.
but still going to be fighting. Now it's Widdy that goes down first. The passive already popped from Wise Man. Laos is fighting back as Lifestyle dunks
Mana
on
tinggal-
him. But now Shin, part of the fight,
Waduh,
looking for the kill
skill
on
duanya
Roblox.
ke sana.
Couple hits will get it. The rest of the team kind of join here into the base, into the fight, clear the waves out. Lifestyle
Nice,
gets the
1-0.
airtime, but will fall. And now the base is going to be locked here, looking for one more kill. Robix trying to buy time, and Leonardo will just go on the hunt. Kabuki.
Triple
There's
kill.
The speed destruction. He'll be able to join
Maniac.
that fight too. Finds Dark Baby. And Immortality is going to be popped, but that's
Dikasih
not
Maniac,
anything to worry about as the base
Maniac,
will
bos.
go down. A Maniac at the end there
GG bang.
for Kabuki. And there you go.